Welcome to this week's episode of On the Spot. We've got an in-studio acoustic set from the Scenic Route. Oh my god, I think they're starting without us, so we're gonna head up there, but you guys stay tuned.
Time back then, easier to believe, dreams and imagination, sadistic beauty, knowing who you were and knowing what I had. You took comfort in my hopes, vanishing away, partially my fault, I'll admit. As I watch the sky turn to thunder, I wish I knew what I wanted.
You were alone again, and I was a fool in love.
You laughed and showed me your teeth, cracks in the corners of your lips. You laughed. I couldn't keep my composure. I took it so personally. I thought you were laughing at me. The idea of us. Inner peace was beauty. That's all you've ever offered. Ignorant, I rotted, but our lives, they started as we split apart. Partially my fault, I'll admit. As I watch the sky turn to thunder, I wish I knew what I wanted.
You were alone again, and I was a fool in love.
Your smile! It changed things for us. It burned an image into my mind. Your smile! The constant reminder how we could not be together.
But
I took it so personally. I thought you were laughing at me. The idea of us forgiven, it was forgotten in the heat of the moment. I should have asked what you really wanted.
if it was worth the pain.
I'd use my head as shelter, wrinkled by cold, I'd still stay close. Using old bits of my shirt, I would shed for your trophy case.
When will we know if it was worth the pain?
All the times I could have walked away, my wasted time meant nothing to you. You has proved to be my blackout. I do this for the ones I've lost. I do this for my broken heart. I do this for the ones I've lost. I'll do this alone. I do this for the ones I've lost. I do this for my broken heart. I do this for the ones cannot say this would change me. Well, this might make me tattered, floored, expired to the bone. When I die, it's the world's fault.
I wish I could keep calm with all these voices in my head. In spite of everything that you said, I will fight to live on despite these voices in my head. The voices in my head.
I see what you have done, and I see what you created. Burden from your tongue slipping into my aching waking to your discredited views. Perceiving what you do is truth. I'm not grieving this moment, grieving the feelings of the reassuring hand from the concerned people. Dark words spit out without purpose, sinking deep into my mind. Leaving the sound of your tongue this time. In peace, I'd almost feel complete. Grieving your presence makes me weak. I will always be weak. The feelings of your presence, rage, defeat. I'm somewhere in between, tattered and worn. When I die, it's the world's fault.
I will always be
We are here with the Scenic Route, James and Dylan.
and Kantuma and Brennan. So we're gonna go straight into it. How did you guys all meet and come together to form the Scenic Route?
Well, our bassist and the guitarist, they were in an old band, Amused by Tragedy, and they had some studio time booked, and their drummer and old vocalist, they just couldn't make it, I guess. So, yeah, they were just looking for some people to fill in. So we jammed with them a bit for like a day, and then we went to the studio and recorded a song. And then, yeah, just from there, they asked if we would want to join their band. So we decided to start a whole new project and just see where that went. And now we're here.
That's awesome.
So then if you guys didn't become a rock band, what other band would you guys have been?
Hip hop.
Hip hop, yeah.
Wait, hip hop
Yeah.
all together? Or do you guys got different answers?
I feel like we.
the white version of NWA.
Yeah.
WWA.
I can see you NWAing it with your acoustic guitar.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay, so question for everyone: who is your biggest musical influence, or more than one?
Oh, that's I don't know. I like everything, but I'd say like some of my biggest influences are like kind of obscure. I guess well, not obscure anymore, but like '90s bands like American Football, Christie Front Drive, Mineral, Sunny Day Real Estate. Love stuff like that.
Nice, that's awesome. Anyone else?
Favorite kind of bands. I've always been kind of a very flexible listener, so I listen to like a lot of weird jazz and like funk and metal and deathcore. I don't know. It's just a weird blend. But favorite bands would probably be like Snarky Puppy, Gideon, in terms of like metal and stuff. Like just I like stuff that makes you want to like hit something. Yeah.
Awesome. Love it. Back in the punk days, of
Yeah.
course.
Definitely for the band, I'd say like Counterparts, Being as an Ocean, even like Alexis on Fire, I think too. We cover Accidents sometimes. So yeah.
I'm already in love. I just have to say that. Love Alexis on Fire. You guys are amazing.
So then if you guys could perform with anybody in the world, who would it be and where do you guys want to rock out with said musician? Your turn.
Oh man. If we were to play with any band in the world,
I'm gonna let him go.
all right. I guess you can add to this, but I'd say it'd be awesome if we did like a crazy stacked lineup, like us, Counterparts, Being as an Ocean, Capsize, or something.
Oath.
Yeah, Under Oath. Yeah, like at like, I don't know, some
Yeah,
like
just some.
even like Warped or something would be pretty cool.
Yeah,
But I mean,
definitely.
yeah. I mean, ultimately, like selling out like the MTS Center would be pretty cool.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah.
MTS Center. That's the place you want to be. Yeah. Yeah.
Adding Under Oath, that is one of my favorites. Love it.
That was actually a good addition.
So then you guys have obviously become very close, creating your band. So do you guys, or does anyone have any odd pre-show rituals?
It's almost strange. It's like as time goes on, like as the show approaches, it's almost like one of two things happen. Like these guys like almost mellow out and like super zen. And then I usually like join them in the zen, but then as soon as we get to the venue, I'm just like everywhere and just going nuts. And yeah, then these guys are just super chill. And yeah, usually we're the party types
Yeah.
at
Just
the venues.
disappear for a bit and show
I
up.
like to
when we're
keep the
supposed to
hype
go
on the DL. Then once I get on stage, then it's like, all right,
Then
go
it's
try.
real.
Yeah, then it's real.
Wow. That's awesome. So talking about your lyrics and listening to some of your music, it's so emotional and just heart-stopping. How do you create something so beautiful?
Actually, in my other bands, I used to write a lot more about, I guess, just issues, like nothing to do with me so personally, but just everything else. And then starting this, I just started writing more and more and about myself, and I don't know, I love it now. It opened me up so much.
I think a huge detail about our writing structure was like we really put our hearts into it. I'd say like we think about how much it's important to us with what we love when it comes out. Like when we have a smile or we make a riff together, and then there's this big grin. We all know we're like, this is it. This is we're keeping this. Yeah, I don't know.
What kind of freedom do you guys think music, or even just being in this band, what kind of freedom do you think music has given you?
Lots.
I think it's mostly about freedom of expression for us. Like that's the most important thing. I think being able to express ourselves and play something that, normally you wouldn't be able to say out loud. Maybe it's like, I don't know, like rather just like it's too hard to say you're going through some stuff. Just since it gives a lot of people something to relate to. Yeah, it's just mostly about expression. I guess it gives you complete freedom to say whatever you want about anything really, and just kind of,
And in saying that, actually, normally it's weird for me because no one understands what I'm saying. So when I write, I don't usually have to worry about that. So this was really weird and different for me, like people actually hearing me.
So then what's the hardest thing about being a band? You guys seem to love being together, going and doing shows together. So what is the hardest thing about spending that much time together?
Loading.
Nah.
yeah.
I think it's
Yeah,
like
I don't know.
band practice. I
Yeah.
find like we have a hard time really like sticking
Organizing.
to. We're like every Wednesday band practice, and almost every week one of us is like, can we change the day?
Well, that's awesome. So where can our viewers find your music, guys?
Facebook, the Scenic Route 204, Bandcamp, Twitter, all
YouTube.
this stuffs. Yeah, it's all over social media.
Yeah. Yeah. We would make a MySpace, but.
No. I
We
don't.
deleted it.
Yeah, like, who'd go there?
Awesome. So you guys also have a live performance coming up August 20th at Victoria Beach Center. From what I hear, there's going to be barbecue
Yes.
and $3 beers.
Yeah, that's great.
$3
But we also have one
beers.
before that too, July 14th. Profits, High Hopes, and Conveyor. They're doing a tour through the U.S. and Canada, and we're lucky enough to be one of the local openers with Here I Stand. So it's gonna be super, super fun.
Where is that at?
Bandwidth Theater down Ellis. Used to be called Ellis Theater. So
Boom.
Right across from the West End.
yeah, right across.
Bandwidth Theater.
Make sure you guys are there to check that out. Next week. Well, thank you all for coming in. We enjoyed your sets, and we hope to see you guys back again.
Thank you
for
very
having
much.
us.
Yeah, thank you very much for having me.
Well, that's it for this episode of On the Spot.
Make sure you stay tuned. In 2 weeks, we'll have awesome interviews from the Fringe Festival folk. I get to interview Jordan Phillips.
And I'll be talking with Paul Titley.
So make sure you stay tuned for
On the Spot.
Rock in the Fields in Minnedosa, wherever that is. We're playing there on Friday, July 29th. So if you like what you see here, you can go to Minnedosa and see it again.
Don't forget to come see us at the store, Strange Things Emporium and Prosper Street Production Studio at 914-B Cordon Avenue. Call us at 204-615-6335. We're strange